sampah sembarangan. Udah tahu sampah biang masalah, buang sampah pada tempatnya lah.
Iya ya, kalau bukan kita siapa lagi? Ayo kita buat Jakarta jadi bersih.
Deputy Governor, Special Region of Jakarta, Honorable Basuki. Purnama. First of all, I would like to say thank you very much for your time. We are aware that you have a very hectic time at this moment. We follow the news about the process of the transition of Special Region of Jakarta transition. So even though you have a very hectic at this moment, you give your time to receive three of our journalists, foreign journalists. Honorable Basuki Purnama, the three journalists, they come from Australia, one from Australia and two from Argentina. Carolina from Argentina, and Mr. Daniel from Argentina too, and Mr. Conrad from Australia. We are expecting another one more journalist from Australia. He will come tomorrow, Honorable. So let me briefly give you information about the program. They are all the participants of a journalist visit program. It is held more than 10 years now, Honorable, by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to invite foreign journalists to invite them to visit Indonesia's cultural destinations, tourism destination, as well as our small and medium economic in various parts of Indonesia. And Jakarta, we chose Jakarta because Jakarta is one of the main gateway to explore further by the foreigner about Indonesian tourism and other sectors in the country. So start from Jakarta, we program, of course, with the cooperation of the Special Region of Jakarta to visit some tourism destinations in Jakarta until 24, and start from 24 they will visit East Nusa Tenggara, Honorable, to visit other World Heritage there, Komodo Dragon in Labuan Bajo, and finally start from 26 they will go to Bali. In Bali, apart from visiting tourism destination there, they will be able to join the global conference, United Nations Alliance of Civilizations. This is United Nations forum, will be opened by our president and will be attended by the Secretary General. So this is the brief information about the program, Honorable. We would like to have, we would kindly to have your brief information about Jakarta. Thank you very much, Honorable.
Thank you. Good morning. First, I want to say thank you to the Foreign Minister. And also welcome to the City Hall. This is your first time to visit Jakarta? Yes. Yeah. We have 34 provinces in Indonesia. Jakarta is a special province because it's also a national capital city. That's why Jakarta, if you want to be a governor, and vice governor. We're not a deputy, we're just vice governor.
Vice governor.
So I will explain to you what's the difference deputy and vice. Commonly we use the deputy governor, but for Jakarta we use vice governor. It's like a vice president. Because if you want to be elected as a governor and vice governor in Jakarta, you have to get a 50% plus one voter. If another province, you just need 30% plus one. In Jakarta, the same like president election. You need 50% plus one. Because this is a national capital city, we have a right to appoint 4 deputy governors. They are a bureaucrat, carrier. We could appoint them. This is the first echelon. And that's what makes Jakarta different. But the little bit problem for Jakarta is most of our main river, we have 13 main river and more than 600 micro river between these 13 rivers. The 13 main river is controlled by the central government. And also many road is controlled by the central government. And another problem is, if we talk another country, like this capital city, the suburb area also controlled by this city. But we could not control because our suburb area is controlled by another province, West Java and Banten province. There's a little bit different situation. And most of the people who here is came from the suburb area. And we still not yet enough mass transportation for connecting this suburb area, and including like this city. So we have to make a choice which one we would prefer to do for this transportation. So maybe we will like to copy Chicago. You could imagine a Chicago city if you ever visit there. All the building, and they put a light rail train above the road. So if you talk about the aesthetica or architect, it's ruin the view of the city. But that's what happened in Chicago. I don't know, maybe I will make a joke to my friend and told him like this, maybe this have a connection with the Al Capone, the mafioso at the time.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody could develop the building as they want. And there's no space for the transportation. There's no choice they put on the street. They start develop this in 1942. And maybe you have related with the Al Capone, the Godfather film. I think maybe the Jakarta like this too. So we have to make an extreme decision to develop this. So 2018, we will get a big event, Asian Games in Jakarta. That's why we have to put this burden on us to force us to provide a better transportation system in 3 years. That's why we want to develop a 6 toll road, elevated, and we will develop this toll road, but one line dedicated to bus rapid transit. We also want to develop 3 special bus rapid transit corridor, busway. We call it busway. So we hope in 2018 we already accomplished for the bus rapid transit 9 elevated corridor. And now we already have a 12 corridor. We already have the longest, the longest corridor for bus rapid transit in the world. We have very long, but the bus is not enough. They have a bidding program, but we hope in next year many brands with bus already could supply us, like a Scania, Mercedes-Benz, like a MAN, I don't know if Volvo will join or not, like a Hino already. Now most of us purchase from a made in China product. Made in China also have a good quality, but some, because this is a bidding process, what we get is a low quality. That's a little problem for this year, but we hope next year everything will go well. In 2016, if you look at the bus here, they stop wherever they want.
Yes.
You know why? Because they get the ticket. The driver get the money from the passenger. That's why if no passenger, they will park the car, the bus. So everybody just go to the passenger in the rush time. That's why everybody, if you want by bus, it's better use in the rush time. Because you could not get the bus in the idle time. That's why we want to change this system. We want to pay all the bus, use the kilometer, their journey. We pay, use the money, how much, so you don't need to stop, to wait, you don't need, you just keep moving. The headway is 10 minutes. We will pay you according to the kilometer you already go. And 2016, we believe. So how about the ticket? We will provide this PSO, public service obligation. We know the people could not pay, use the real cost, so we will give them a spot. But we force them to use e-money. This is automatic teller machine. You have to put a tab. I already asked the bank, national banking, to provide the system. I need to know who used this bus. If today they just purchase the e-money, just change the system of payment. I'm not happy about that. I don't know who used the bus. If I could use this identity card, so I will know, if like me, if I get in the bus center from this bus, so the record will know. I go use this bus at 6 o'clock in the morning. And let's say I out from this center at 7 o'clock. And I back at 4 o'clock every day, Monday, Friday, like this. First I will know I was an employee, 7 until 5 employee, 4 employee. Another I will know, I will check, do they have a direct destination from this to this area? If no, that means I have to use another center to change another bus. If from this area to this area, no direct destination, that means I have to change another bus. If here not direct destination, that means I have to use another bus. That means for me, 4 buses to make me to my destination. So if I use the e-money, use the automatic teller machine, this is connected with my saving account, I will provide them 1 direct destination bus in the same hour when this is a peak hour. It's more easy to control. That's what our dream for Jakarta, to solve the problem of this traffic jam. Also, we will put the ERP, electronic road pricing. We never ban the people to purchase a car. We never limited the edge of the car. No. Even the old car, you could go to the city. But what we limited is next year is no subsidy for fuel. Until today, we subsidy all the fuel. We will put the parking method, so we will increase the price of the parking, and we'll also put the ERP, electronic road pricing. But every road with electronic road pricing, I will provide you free shuttle bus, double decker. It's like Australia, blue cat, yellow cat, red cat. I got the idea from them. When I go on holiday, I think this is very good. So when we give you ERP, we will provide you double decker free shuttle bus. And this year and the next year, we will purchase 100 double decker bus. Most of them is Mercedes-Benz, they're ready. And I got from the company, I give them the right to put their brand advertising inside and outside the bus. Maybe they will provide me almost 50 buses. I got from many companies. So I think we could provide in the center of Jakarta the free shuttle bus. in the left side, so you don't need to go to the busway. But like today, if you talk about Blok M, South Jakarta to the north in Kota, use the first corridor, almost each minutes we have a shuttle bus. You pay only 3,500, 3 cents, 30 cents only. And it's very cheap for the people. We will provide also many park and ride in the city. So I will give them, could be a high-rise building if they want to join, to provide me the light rail transit system. So I will give them to operate like a sky bridge. You have a light rail transit, you have the shelter, and you have to connect it with the building. So you could put this become like a mall, the sky bridge in Hong Kong. So you could take the right to rent this sky bridge more than 30 years or 50 years, but you have to provide for me to accomplish this light rail transit. So we don't need use our city budget to develop the light rail system. We're bargaining with the air right for the store, for rented property with the property company. Now we still, maybe, I already see yesterday, the system, the route. We just want to make another calculation, how much. Maybe we prefer a Japan technology to develop this. For this light rail, we will have a bid, and we will count how much each meter they have to pay for develop this light rail transit. And talking about the flood, the Jakarta flood, I think two problems in Jakarta is a traffic jam and a flood. We have two ancaman dapat threat. Two threats from the north. In Jakarta from the south is the hills. The north is the sea. That's why water will come from the above to go to the sea. And this north side, most of the Jakarta, maybe almost 40% of Jakarta, is under sea level because the land subsidence is very high. So we, now like in North Jakarta, if the tide season 2.8 meters above the sea level, if we look at the Wagub, we have a big lake. That's why we want to make a main lake in the north side of Jakarta. But we also want to make this the coastal defense. We call it this NCICD, National Capital Integrated Coastal Defense. That means integrated also the road and train route in the coastal northern side. And we put many lake here. We put a pumping. When the sea level is high, we use the pumping. But when the sea level is low, we just open the gate. And how about from the southern side, when the rainy comes? The problem is most of our river is occupied by the squatter. An illegal housing, they sell it and become a luxury house. The river wide 20 meters. Now most of the river only, some of them only 3 meters wide. That's when the rainy season comes flood everywhere. Now the problem is when we want to make the normalization of the river, more than 100,000 illegal housing. This is human. We don't want to just get them out. That's why we provide them a low-cost apartment. No rental, just pay the distribution, $50 a day. Very cheap, $50 a day for them. Our basic salary today is 220 US dollars monthly, the basic salary. So they just pay $50 a day to provide them low-cost apartment. But the problem also comes out, the middle class deficit for the housing. The middle class. That's when most of them bribe our employee to take the right for living. And this is very human. When somebody, we get the old man, 67 years old, he lives in the riverbanks, pool, we make moved to this low-cost apartment, and he sold the right to live there. And we asked him, why you did this? He answered us very human. Since I was born until 67 years old, I was poor. I am a poor, he said. Now I stay in a low-cost apartment. Somebody, the middle class, want to take the right. Because the right, retribution very cheap. Even you stay in an apartment, the service fee is very high. It's only $50. You put the air condition, the whole room, even your bathroom and your kitchen already full air condition. So they pay $5,000 US for this poor man. The poor man thinking I got this 5,000, maybe I bribe 500 for the government employee to change the name. I back to the riverbank. I just use 1,000 US dollar to develop my own house, better house. And the electricity company supplied me electricity too. I could bribe, but this thanks this the new CEO is very cooperation with us. We asked him if this illegal housing you could not supply the electricity. That's why almost 6,000 accident for fire accident in Jakarta. Because mainly this illegal housing, not a good infrastructure for electricity. And so maybe this old man could use a 500 more to develop for selling the cell phone credit. You could increase your credit. You could sell like a voucher credit to them. And you still left 3,000. You could make it again maybe. That's very human. That's why we make a new regulation. If you do this, I bring you to jail. I ask them, everybody who wants to stay this, you have to have a saving account. So I will automatically debit from your account. If you are poor and all not enough, you still have to pay. I will give you money directly for the poor. I will take care of you, but you have to pay this distribution. So we could control which one to poor. Another problem in Jakarta is our government have a regulation to make the poverty line. Our poverty line is based on 2,500 calories daily. If you convert to the money in US dollar, only 34 US dollar monthly. That means if you live, you're earning above 34 US dollar, you are above the poverty line. That's crazy, we said like that. That's why in Jakarta, how many people live under poverty line? Only 3.7% from almost 10 million. If you look at all the vendor street, then I believe more than 50%. Even you walk in the shopping mall, you walk in the high-rise building, you could not have your lunch in the building. You have to go to the vendor street. And the vendor street program, we don't have a license, we don't know the healthy of the food. That's why many cancer, some of them put the chemical, put the coloring that's not good for the body. That's why we also want to control all the vendor street. Because vendor street in Jakarta is our advantage, in economy. It's a small scale economy, really helpful for the poor people and help us. That's why I want to know them. Everybody, I want to give them the saving account, so the identity card of my vendor street, who give the card? Bank or bank. If I use the government office and give them the identity card, they could bribe. But even the bank system is better. If you bribe, I will bring you to the jail for the guilty of make a fake automatic teller machine. You will get to jail more long than only talking about federal street identity card. Now we just want to take from them 40 cents US dollar daily. Now they pay the tax. Some of them $5, $6 daily for the tax to collect the money. Then almost, I don't know, the legal federal street, 100,000. Illegal maybe almost 500,000. So we have 600,000 rental flat. If you use a wood bank standard for poverty line, they use $2 daily. I think that's also not enough, because our minimum need for the single in Jakarta, $220 monthly. So if you put the $2 daily, that means if you live, you get above $60 monthly, you already live above the poverty line. It's not enough. It's also for single. How about if you have a spouse and have 2 kids or 3 kids? If you go to the high school, one child of you, one kid need almost $80 monthly. Tuition fee, transportation, food. You have 3 kids, guns, in basic salary. That's why we provide for them this Jakarta Smart Card, also a saving account. You put in the money, you have to debit. In this last 2 years, it's not perfect, the system. There are too many tricky. They got this card, they draw the money from the automatic teller machine, use another name. That's why next year we want to change. We want to change. Some of them we want to bring to the jail for this fact, to do this. This little bit Jakarta program, we also develop many low-cost apartments to make a big resettlement. Some of the places we provide them fully furnished. I think you could bring the journalists to the Marunda. We already have 2,600 units in that and fully occupied, fully ditinggalin. Occupied already. So you could see that we moved them from this Wagub. We also bring to the Wagub. This is north side. This is big lake. But the right sides here have more than, I think more than 5,000 illegal houses. Next year we want to finish all we developed. Some of them said, we don't want to move too far. You know why? This is talking about the policy. Maybe we have done the wrong policy before. The central government developed a fishery industry in that area, Pelabuhan Nizam Jamal. Each day, if a normal, more than 5,000 ship fishermen bring their ship to this fishery area, industry area. And this is a luxury area from the Dutch colonial area. This is the middle class resident. So where the employee live in this industry area, that's why they occupy the land. 80 hectare land, they occupy more than 50 hectares to be illegal housing. That's why when the flood comes, this lake becomes shallow and too many mud, not enough. From they could capacity 8 million cubic capacity, left only 2 million cubic. Now we make half of them, we already make negotiation, now already become 4 and 5 cubic. We want to make another. But they said we want to live near them. Okay, we purchase a land and we develop a low-cost apartment near this lake. So they have a lake few apartment, but they could not sell it. Just pay distribution, $50 a day. They just could make this become an inheritance for their descendants, only for their children and their son and daughter-in-law, not for their grandchildren. So they ask, how about our grandchildren? If your children want to stay there, it's okay. We believe in one generation, if we could provide them a scholarship for school, we could provide them the cheap market and location for a garden, a lake, a pedestrian for his vendor street. You couldn't sell it, just to help them. So become like an incubator. When you become more rich, I believe your kids don't want to stay in low-cost apartment. You will purchase another better apartment If you move to another apartment, this apartment have to give back to us, to give to another. Before it's different. When I became rich, this low-cost apartment still mine. Because the market price, I just pay the government a $15 monthly, but the market price, I could rent it $200 monthly. That's why these have a distortion about the economy. The poor people never get poor. It's become a poor by the structures. That's why we want to pass this. So it could everybody, it's like only incubator. The health is the same. If I don't care you are poor or rich, I don't know you are poor or rich. How to make a differentiate who have the right to use my health insurance? Very easy. You have to go to our masyarakat apa ya? The community. We have a clinics community. We call it Puskesmas. It's a clinic community, Puskesmas, in every sub-district area. So if you want to get through as a get in this community clinics, free. Even for dental, dentist, free. But if you want to coloring everything, you have to pay, but very cheap. And how about if you want to get opnam in the hospital? If you go to a hospital, I provide you, we call it the third-class room. 1 room, 1 bathroom, and 10 beds. That's how to differentiate the poor people and the rich. If you're middle class, you don't want to get this room. You could imagine 1 bathroom, sometimes to get outside, a 10-bed room, and then that, you don't want to do this. And that's the way we differentiate it. Another way is we make a donation. If you go to the North Jakarta City community clinics service, you just could opname in the North Jakarta hospital. You could not go across another hospital. If you go across, that means you are not poor. If the poor people, this is only a safe, life-saving program only. If you are a rich one, you will ask him, what's the name of the doctor? Who is the doctor? But if you are only life-saving, even you just wear the white shirt, they will call you a doctor. That's meant the poor. Just go to the hospital, you just bring this white shirt, they will call you a doctor. They don't know, they don't care who you are. But if you are middle class, you are this one, you will ask, what's the name of the doctor? I want to know, doctor. I prefer this doctor, I prefer this hospital. But that's why the first time we launched this program, the middle class who usually get this card protest us. Before, we just make a survey, we provide them a health insurance card. Now what happened? Some of them sell the right, the poor sell the right, and the middle class purchase this right. They just show us the card, you get it, free. I said, no. Card is important, but not the way you could get my service. If you want to get the service, go to this third-class room. And most of them protest. They said, what happened? Now the quality become down. Not the quality become down, because you don't have the right to use this. The same with our low-cost apartment, like Kalibata. We sell it. The government sell it. No parking a lot, enough. Because this, we have to use the train in Kalibata. You can show them. Now what happened? All the middle class, because they lack the deficit of the supply of the housing, they purchase this low-cost apartment. That's why now I said no low-cost apartment program again for selling. We always have to keep the low-cost apartment because the poor always will with us until the end of this world. That's why we have to keep this low-cost apartment, the cheap market, people market, to be an incubator for the people. So for the beginner, you want to change your destiny, if you hook up, you harness, I will provide for you. The capital, everything I will provide for you. But what you need is to harness. If you become rich, you give back to another beginner. That's what Jakarta program to solve the poor, how to make them to another level, to increase. Now what happened in the low-cost apartment in Kalibata? They protest to me. What happened to your low-cost apartment? We not yet enough parking lot. Now we park on the street and you find us. I find them. They're parking on the street in Kalibata. Oh, they get in. I just answer them. I always give them my cell phone number. I just make a reply to the sub message. It's not our fault. It's your fault. Why you protest the low-cost apartment? You're middle class. You have a car.
Sometimes more than one.
Yeah. What,
More than one car.
what we need is you to use a train. Just have a train station there. Nobody want to use it because the class changed. They sell it. For the poor people, like in this National Monument Park, we will provide a very good culinary store and souvenir store, 339 units. We will bring the selected vendors in to get inside, to do the business. But if you become rich, give back to us. You could not rent to other people. Use the e-money. We got a CSR from the light drink company. They invest 1.8 billion US dollar. 18 million benar.
18
million. Million. 1.8 million dollar they give to us. You could imagine if I was a vendor street, I got a unit like that in this National Monument Park, I could sell it maybe 50,000 US dollar, 1 unit. I beg to the vendor, to the street, to selling. I never see money, 50,000 US dollar like that. That's why we have made very strong regulation to put this. If you don't do this, that's why some people said, I am too cruel. Too harm to the people. I said, I don't care. If you don't like me, never fought for me again. I'm still in this office until 2017. I could not make too many arguments with you, too many talking with you, because we know what we have to do. But this is a very human perspective. We treat them as a human. That's why we always provide them low-cost apartment. You know, before when I want to make a resettlement from this Wagub fluid, almost 1,200 households. This is a big resettlement. I provide them the fully furnished television, freezer, gas cooker, dining table, spring bed, everything. Even the cooking equipment. You just, also the set, because it's just flat. The things and everything, you just get in, bring your suitcase. Then they still sue me against the human rights. They report to the United Nations. They report to the Commission,
Human Rights
Human Commission, Indonesian Human Commission.
Oh.
And they make a protest to me. I said, how come if you let them die because the falling of the wall, 2.8 meters above the sea level, it becomes a small tsunami. Everywhere dying, they're more against the human rights. I moved them to another place. This place is north and eastern Jakarta. Too far, they said. Still in Jakarta. What far in Jakarta? You know, many people moved here, live in the suburb area. I not moved them to the suburb area. Still in Jakarta. How come far? They said, I am against the human rights. I don't care. I said. Now they keep quiet now. That's the way to manage the city. You just need every day. The city is very easy to manage. You know why? Because Jakarta city, we have many studies, many, from many West University provide us what the problem, what the solution. And even people ask me, when you compare as a Bupati region in a small city, which one is easy? I said, easy in capital city. They said, you're too naive. I said, no. In my village, if I'm meeting with 10 people, talking the problem and solution, 8 people above, under my education. But in Jakarta, I talk to 10 people, 8 people above my education. It's more easy. and the media coverage, more than 300 online media. You have an idea, if you want to know, you want to make a survey, no need to pay the consultant. You talk to the media. And they put there online. And at midnight, you ask your staff to check the comment, how many negative and positive you ID. If still about 50% positive, you don't care. Even be a president, only 50% plus one. What do you care about the negative comment? It's more easy in Jakarta. You want to know everything, you just invite a professor. We have lunch, you talk to us, we learn about what his idea. After that, you got the knowledge of this professor, you invite another professor, you use the first knowledge, you make a little bit argument with the second professor. If you lose, you're confused which one the right. It's easy. Invite them, two of them, both of them come again, invite another professor, let them quarrel each other. We just look at them and we learn. So we like learn Kung Fu, you know, we learn from a 5 master. You become better than them. That's why in Jakarta is more easy. All we need in Jakarta is you just have to take exercise every morning. Because the schedule is too tight, every morning you have to discipline take exercise. For what? For strengthen your feet. If something happens, you could run very fast. You don't need ladder in Jakarta. Except no bribery, that's very important. So you could not twist the justice. Because our duty is administer justice. From morning, my duty is administer justice. We meet many problems. That's why no except bribery. The second, you just stand firm for the constitution, not your constituent. After becoming a democracy, one person, one vote, make the politician become more stand firm for the constituent than constitution. That's the problem. For us, we don't care. If you don't like us, don't vote for us again, 2017. We just look at how many people like us or not. But if we believe, if we just stick and stand firm for this constitution, people will know the better for this country. And Jakarta become the showcase for this transformation for Indonesia. It's very important, Jakarta. What we do, what our policy, become the model, become the showcase for the whole Indonesia. And this country is a big country, big human resources. We have abundant human resources, abundant natural resources, population, and we could receive a gift, bonus demography 2025. This is a very important situation for our country. That's why we want to show the people, you have to put your trust to the government. Now you have a honest, work hard government official, not accept bribery. That's very important. And we believe, this is very important for us in Jakarta. That's why Pak Jokowi want to cross this national monument to move to Paris.
The Paris. Just across the road.
We just have a national monument park, this gold. The North Merdeka Road is the palace, the South is the Vice President and the government. That's why now we could occupy North and South together. Control this national monument symbol to make this country become the big 5 in the world in 2045. That's what our dream. I think that's it.
Oh, okay.
About our opinion, politics, how to solve the economic problem.
Excellent, Honorable. You explained, the magnitude of the problems, but you could also provide the government with the solutions. You have talked about in a very short time about transportation system, about the welfare, even the primary health care. That's what he said. Puskesmas is a primary health care.
I did this since 2006 in my agency. That's the first time I put this regulation. If you won't go to the third class road, free. That's why I'm very easy to know which one is the middle class or the lower class. Since 2006.
Okay. Not to mention other problems, the flood and many more problems. I believe that our friends, media from Argentina and Australia, they are,
waiting, to pose a questions.
I think you have to visit our Waduk Fluid.
Yeah.
From the square turn, from the hosting become
Yeah.
a park, and a lake, and also to the new low-cost apartment complex. You have to go there to visit.
Yeah, all right. That's fair, possible with consultation later on with your kind permission, Honorable. Would you give to the journalists, times to pose questions to you? Please.
I already talked too much. I hope no time for another question anymore.
Oh, right.
That's the strategy of a politician.
Please.
What do you think that could be interesting for a tourist that come to Jakarta?
Now, one of the tourist sites, I think it's the West Korea, and we have many shopping malls. You could find any product.
How many?
Around the world.
173.
173 in Jakarta as a city. A lot. I think the whole world. And the shopping mall in the downtown, the biggest in the world is Jakarta. That's why we want to make a connection between the mall with the light rail and the middle class residential. And we have also many have a historic site. And in Jakarta, for you, if you want to know the whole Indonesia, you just go to our Taman Mini Indonesia Indah. We have to go in there.
Yeah.
So I think you not enough time for one day going there because many culture, the house, all the province, you could, including the culinary, you could find Taman Mini. Taman Mini itu masih Jakarta ya sebenarnya.
Is there a double-decker bus for tourists? Yes?
Now we just have 5 for a model to try, only 5. But maybe at the end of this year or next year we will provide 150 more. But very short distance, like from here, like National Monument to this Bundaran HI Indonesia, the
Roundabout.
Kempinski.
Indonesian Hotel Roundabout.
Yeah. We also have many museums. Jakarta is the very best, how many museums? 63 museums. From ceramics, textile, many things.
Yes.
Wayang, many museums. National Museum. Many museums. But not yet already, how to say, like a Singapore. We will try our best. We also have an old city. From this year, we will make a renovation for 15 old buildings. In 2 years, we want to accomplish in the old city.
And is it safe to walk around in the city?
According what place you walk. That's why you have to look at the safety pin. Safety pin. If you have a red one, you don't go there. But it's, if you just walk around, I think even for a man will be a little bit danger. We just want to provide another 3,000 CCTV around the city to control. And we also want to launching with the United Nations Women safety pin program to make the people could give us a sign. I think next year we will already accomplish 1,000 CCTV with a very high resolution CCTV. I could look at your face, I could control who you are with our e-ticketing, e-identity card. Even I could count how many people. And now we also have CCTV, but not enough. We just now have the people, but I don't know who they are. Now when to put in the city, we want to know who they are. Even the identity will come out. October will be start. Not use our budgeting. I talked to this cell phone provider company. We have 3 biggest. One already agreed. They agree for us 2,400 CCTV and free Wi-Fi and free LED light they will maintenance and pay for the cost. I give them the right to put their 4G antenna. They need our traffic light pipe to put this. I said, okay, but you have to provide for us. Yeah, a little bit like a tax. I give you permission, you have to provide for me. So I save my city budget. I could control. We also provide for Army 250 new motorcycle, 250 cc. This is sniper, a quick response team. They could shoot from even their motorcycle keep moving to control the city. So I don't want to tolerate any thing happen for the tourists. For next year, 2016, I will guarantee all this corner of the city you will save. Even the gangs motor to want to like a robbery, everything to have to control.
How many army and police would there be in the city?
Jakarta many, because it's a capital city. The police headquarters is here. Like yesterday until today, the police asked from the 10 provinces to help us. Like this building is protected by the one squadron, I don't know one squadron how many, but it's got more than 150 personnel. They've come from, you ever heard about the 1998 riot? What happened in Jakarta, you know why? That time, police under army. And the police don't have enough equipment. You could see like yesterday, all the equipment protection is under the police. They are fully equipped with a very modern equipment. They could fairly quick attack. In 1998, if police not under the army, I think never happened. Because police don't have the courage to do anything. Their gun, their equipment is very low class. And the army just pulled out that time. It's like no army in the city in 1998 riot. That's what the investigation told us about that. If you still have a police army like that, there's no riot. The police guarantee us we shoot on sight.
May I ask you for your comments on the recent presidential elections, the results, and the people's message for it?
Yesterday?
The presidential elections, and yesterday's also.
I think the sign from the people is like this. I have to say, this is frankly speaking. It's like in America. There's no no in their constitution. If you want to be a president in America, you have to be a man, not a female, not a woman, a male. That's in their perception. Maybe you have the Christian Protestant, not a Catholic. Only a JFK is Catholic. And the same, maybe you have a good relation with the Jews, maybe. I think, connecting with them, I think like America. This is not in their constitution. That's why Hillary Clinton could not be a president candidate. Until today, no woman as a president in America. That maybe, I don't know, it's true or not. The same with Indonesia. This is not written, unwritten in our constitution. If you want to be a president, you have to be from Javanese. You as a Javanese, a Muslim and a male, a man. That's why, if you look at our history, so you could not be a president, you're not from Java. From Java?
Oh, Medan.
That's why.
Batanese.
Yeah, Batanese. He's talking about this. Oh, so not a Muslim.
No, no.
Not a Muslim. You have two minorities like me.
Obstacles.
Like me. We only have one advantage. We are a man. So I think we just passed one. But it's very important for this country, for this year president election. You know why? Why Pak Jokowi could be elected? This is also my opinion. This is not a scientific study. This is my opinion. If you look at our first president, Sukarno, after that Suharto. Suharto fought his vice president, Habibie. Habibie is a man, Muslim. He also is the chairman of the intellectual of the Muslim movement. But he just half Javanese. His mother is a Javanese, but his father is come from Sulawesi. People don't want to re-elect him again. Don't accept it. When Megawati party win, why people reject Megawati as the president? They prefer Gubernur with the handicap or the physical handicap. They don't care. Because this is an elite. If you are a Muslim clerics, descendant, or you are army, that's why Indonesia have a law before. Muslim, Javanese, man, army, general, and also the elite. Agustus elite. But after Agustus 4, they don't have a choice. Megawati rise. But they don't like Megawati, so woman. Now, which one, the perfect one we ever have as a president? Pak Yudhoyono. Man, Javanese, Muslim, general, and elite, and doctor, PhD. Very perfect. That's why people put their hope on him. That's why in 5 years, still put their hope. The second election, re-elected, but only for 1 year. After that, their popularity not only going down, this is a free fall for the party.
Disaster.
This is a free fall. He's a good guy. He's kind. We have to thank to Pak Yudhoyono for these 10 years. The stability for the economic and security is very good. And this is the first time in our history as a nation, they will make a big ceremony to transfer the power from the 6th president to the Pak Jokowi, the 7th president. This is very important. Before, non-elected president don't want to come. The incumbent don't want to come, don't want to attend the ceremony for the transfer of power. But that's why we have to thanks to Pak Yudhoyono. This is a good guy and kind, very kind as president. But maybe sometimes too kind. They're too late for decision. When Pak Yudhoyono, the 6th year, already going down, who want to take this advantage? And the time in people perception, we don't care about elite, we don't care about the army. We want to fight from us. That's why the Javanese, Muslim, and the men the same. Who be the rising star in the 6th year of the Pak Yudhoyono, 7 years? Dahlan Iskan. But Dahlan Iskan is now is the minister of the State Enterprise Minister. He knows about the situation, maybe his team. That's why he tried to make a good media here. He's a media businessman, owner of the very fully distributed in the whole Indonesia, Java Post Group. That's why he always not pretending, acting like a common people. He's a businessman. No use a tie, no use a just suit, formal suit. Just put a sports shoe, jeans, and go everywhere. That's why he's very popular. But the other side, another group maybe try to find out from the whole Indonesia which one could be a mayor and regent. And one of them is Wakil. Me could accompany him because I was a regent, Bupati mayor in this small town. They found out the character. It's like the Abraham Lincoln theory, the 16th American president. He said, if you want to know the true character of somebody, give them power. The Indonesian people even never heard about this theory. They know in their sincere heart. That's why when Jokowi came out, people left Pak Dahlan Iskan. You know why? Because Pak Jokowi already has a power as a mayor. You have to show the good character. When he was with me elected here, in 1 second people look at Pak Jokowi. It's like us, they said. It's like the common people. So we don't care about the elite in Arna. That's why Pak Jokowi could be elected. Why? Why not me? Because he's still Javanese, Muslim, and a man. And also a man. But if after this, the period we're going where Indonesian people will don't care about who you are. They just need your track record. And that time our Indonesian will be big nation. Because we could pass this primordialism program. Like if you look at our eagle, we call it Garuda Pancasila eagle. What we hold the tab is say Ibrulus Unum, like an American state tab. But in Sanskrit language, we call Bhinneka Tunggal Ika.
Unity in diversity.
Unity in diversity. I like to make a joke. What different Indonesian with the American? American eagle, they put this tab, unity in diversity, in their pig, in the eagle pig. That means if the eagle want to eat, they will throw it. Temporarily. You want to eat, you have to throw it. You have to release it. Temporarily, you have to release the tab. You want to eat. But for our eagle, different. Because we hold it used as a foundation. That means if without this, we will not stable. That's why our eagle have to hold tightly this tab. And we never want to be a pragmatism. To just throw it, release it temporarily just for food. But the American eagle still do that. That means we are better than American, you know. We have more. It's like a joke. That's why some Americans don't like me saying it like this.
So,
like make a joke.
as a host of the Global Forum I mentioned before, we have a privilege to propose to the UN about the theme, the main theme of the Global Forum. The main theme is unity in diversity.
Yes.
That's what.
And maybe from Australia, one question you want.
I wonder, what's your favourite place in Jakarta?
My favorite place.
Yeah, your favourite place above all others.
My home. Really. I live in the good canal real estate. So from my window I could see the canal and the sea every morning. Just in front, waterfront city resident. We have many food there.
It's not Jakarta.
Not Jakarta. Near this lake. That's why some of my friends said, why don't you move? You stay in the dangerous place. I said, if I fail to manage Jakarta, I will get the first danger. I live in the coastal line. And there's many food, culinary. If you like a food, especially if you like pork, there's a good pork. There's a good pork barbecue in the place. So many scrap, seafood, pork. Sorry, my pronunciation is not good. I have to learn. It's autodidact to learn English is like this. Sometimes it's wrong. That's why most of the internship students will make a correction to me after talking. They will say, sir, you said the wrong words. Okay, they couldn't learn. I think there are many places, but this is like, you could go to Ancol. If you go to the Ancol, this is entertainment. It's more than 50, ratusan hektar ya Ancol. I forget, Ancol itu maybe 300 hectare area. You know, in the world, if you go to the show, the theme for ice eggs, you could go to only Germany and Jakarta. Go to the fantasy world, dunia fantasy. Only Jakarta and Germany have this ice eggs theme in Jakarta. You could go there. They have many seniman artists. They have many artists there, more than 100. They have a studio. You could draw yourself, everything. You go to Ancol. They are many good. Have an eco park. You could see the world seaworld. You have a waterfall. Have a good seafood. Everything. one complaint. This is not Jakarta. I think two places you need to go is Ancol.
We are going to Ancol.
Ancol. You could go there. Penyiapan, just call. Could free of charge. We could. This is our guest. Call him. Telepon Ancol. Ancol is owned by us. This is a province. But this is already a public company. But we still control 72%. Control this. We said Ancol, the one you go Ancol, Taman Mini.
Yeah, on the list.
I think you have to go to this national monument.
Yeah.
Go to the Monas. You could see it. It's very important. I think this place. Food, I think it's good. You have to try many food here.
And the university is free.
University, no, still good.
The university
You could
of
go to
Jakarta.
Indonesia University. You could go there, but they are too far.
But the students pay to study at the university.
We have to check.
Have to go there?
If they pay to study.
Yeah.
That's why we start next year. We try to have a scholarship for the poor people at the university. Not this year until the high school, 12 years school, not until go to university. 12 years. No, not 12 years. 12 years.
Compulsory education.
Sorry, I have to move to another meeting.
Yeah. Once again, Honorable, thank you very much for your time. So we know that you're very busy at this moment.
You could know about Indonesia. Jakarta is the mini of Indonesia. So people will know Indonesia is. Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I am afraid you are jealous.
Thank you very much.
This one is for you, Pak Wakil.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Is there?
This is
Yes.
souvenir from our
Oh,
ministry.
So I get more profit than you. This is wayang, this is Javanese.
Yeah, from Jogja.
Puppet, yeah.
We have puppet museum here in Jakarta too. We have puppet museum. Any museum, 63 museum, you could imagine. Puppet museum, any kind of puppet from any province, different. But this puppet from Java.
Thank you very much.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'll give you a minute.
Middle.
Yes, the government.
What an honor to receive this. Thank you very much. Terima kasih Pak sekali lagi.
Foto bersama silakan.
Coming to Jakarta in 2006, the bus system already accomplished. So you come back in 2018 and 19, I think it's different. 5 years.
Yeah. So please come again.
So you're going to be the next governor of Jakarta?
Yes.
Yes. I will be the first double minority US capital city as a governor. It's very important for
Yes.
as a paving stone for the Indonesian democracy. I already be the first mayor region in the 93% Muslim population in the East region. Christian and Chinese descent. I'm the third generation here in Indonesia.
Third.
Yes.
My grandfather came from Guangzhou.